Malcolm Rodriguez, a.k.a. Rodrigo.
Rodrigo has kind of just stuck. It's one of those things that AG gave it to me, rookie minicamp.
I saw the celly. You got anything else in the bag?
I got some other stuff in the bag. As a linebacker, you got to show, like, hey, we're able to stop the run. The only way I can get them off me is the hip toss. Definitely want to have probably 2 picks by at least week 7 or 8.
Definitely got to do this again.
Hey, I will bring a cowboy hat.
What up, though? Welcome back to the Woodward Heavyweights. I'm your boy Eazy, joined by my man Spin Mo Rex.
What up, though?
We got Young Sus in the TD booth, JB Smooth on the 1s and 2s. And if I'm not mistaken, we are joined by the hottest name in Detroit sports, my guy, Malcolm Rodriguez, a.k.a. Rodrigo. What up, man?
What up?
How are you, man?
Good, man. How are you guys?
Doing good, man. Doing good.
I got to ask you one thing, and I don't know if you addressed it with, like, the beat writers or not, or what's up, but Jason Kelsey obviously spoke about it on his podcast with his brother, but the hip toss you gave him, did he have anything to say to you after that? Like, what was that whole experience like? No,
he didn't say anything. He just kind of got up and started laughing and chuckling. And so I was like, okay, yeah, I got him. I got one on him right there. But no, he was a good center, man. He was very physical. And, you know, he just got up on me real quick, and I was like, whoa. Like, he got up on me real quick, and he just kept driving me. And I've always done, like, you know, when a lineman keeps driving me, it's just a natural thing for me just to hip toss at the end.
For sure. Yeah, and we talked about how you were talking with Coach Shepard during Hard Knocks, saying you were going to do that exact thing. If a lineman gets their hands into you, just hit him with the quick hip toss and put him on the ground.
Yeah, it's one of those things where, you know, I don't have the longest arm, so if they get on me, I'm like, hey, the only way I can get them off me is the hip toss.
Yeah, there you go. And so we're looking at your stats, and so far you've got 22 tackles through your first 3 games in the NFL. Is this, you know, did you expect this kind of performance early? Did you expect to be doing all this, or is it kind of coming at you all at once?
It's kind of just coming all at once, you know. It's just one of those things where the coaches set you up to, you know, make a lot of tackles, you know, and I hope to get some forced fumbles in there, a couple picks. So just one of those things where I just got to keep building each week, and I can't kind of, you know, put it on myself to get better each and every game.
For sure.
I saw on Sunday, my man Justin Jefferson go on like that fly motion, and you regarded him there for a minute, and I was like, let's go, Rodrigo, let's go. Like,
yeah.
We're tripping out a little bit with that happened. Yeah.
They had boot action, and that was the first read, and he got up on me fast. I was like, oh, yeah, I got to get going. I can't be slow with this one.
Yeah, man. I gotta ask, man, because obviously Tracy Walker goes down in that game. Dan Campbell called him the quarterback of that defense. Like, how does that feel for you, I guess, as a teammate of his, and just like moving forward? Like, I guess who you guys expect to step up in that role?
Yeah, I mean, you know, you hate to hear that too, especially early in the season. And he's always that vocal guy back there. You know, he's always, setting the defense up in the back end. And so now it's one of those things where it's like next man up. So I mean, really, you got to go in there and practice this week. Tomorrow, you got to see which one of the safeties is going to step up and kind of take that next role. And you know, the linebackers, it's one of those things where if we have to, we'll have to make the calls and stuff like that. So Anzalone and I will have to see how that goes this week.
I mean, you're former safety. You might have to, drop back there.
Hey, I was about 20 pounds lighter at that.
And that leads into my next question. You know, he talked about you jumping out there against Justin Jefferson on that play. You know, is adjusting to the speed and the physicality of the NFL. It seems like you've done it seamlessly. You know, we haven't seen any drop off, but was that something after your first game you were like, you know, damn, like these guys are all freak athletes out here, or is that something that you just took in stride?
Yeah, it's just one of those things, you know, kind of going through training camp. You kind of got to feel the speed and everything. And obviously after that first game, it's like, all right, like, you know, you got to be on top of your stuff. Like, you got to know what you're doing, you know, kind of got to diagnose the play and everything. So it's one of those things where you kind of get better after each game and every game. But at the end of the day, I mean, it's your job. So you got to get in where you fit in.
For sure, and that's we've seen you get in, we've seen you fitting in, man. You're looking great out there. I was telling against the Commanders, you missed that interception by Just a tad. I was like, man, the internet wouldn't be ready for me if my boy went out there and got that interception. What were you saying to yourself when you just barely missed that diving pick?
I was so mad too because I slipped on the turf too, and I was like, "Oh my gosh, that could have been my first pick." So hopefully that first pick comes here pretty soon.
Yeah, we were down at the Brass. We were watching the game. We host the home games from there, and my man Spinney grabbed the maracas. He was going. he stuffed him on that run play.
And so you're obviously coming back home against Seattle. You know, what do you guys have to do as a defense, as a team, to kind of bounce back? Because we were talking. You said, you know, you got to finish out games like that, and to bounce back against the Seattle team that might have caught some people, you know, by surprise for how well they've been playing to begin the season.
Yeah, it's one of those things where we kind of just got to shut the run down. You know, the line, the running backs are very good, and so it's one of those things where, as a linebacker, you got to show, like, hey, we're able to stop the run. So just, you know, finishing those games, like you said, and we just got to, you know, compete all, you know, 4 quarters. And it's one of those things where, you know, in practice, we're just going to have to, I said, be on top of our P's and Q's and just do our job.
For sure.
After having that experience with Jalen Hurts, who's now honestly looking like he might get an MVP. He's balling out there. What went wrong for you guys as a defense, and I guess, like, containing him? Like, did you guys do any type of, like, quarterback spy or anything like that, or is that gonna change the way you guys guard Geno this week?
No. So we never do quarterback spy. You know, it's just one of those things where, you know, you're dropping a guy back, and at the same time, you know, you could be helping in the back end or stopping the run. So it's one of those things where, you know, we just gotta, you know, finish and just get around the ball. I mean, it's just one of those things where he was very slippery. So just kind of, you know, keeping the edge, keeping contained on that. It's just one of those things where we just got to work that in practice more.
For sure. And we've seen you've gone up against now with the backfield, Miles Sanders, going up against Antonio Gibson week 2, Dalvin Cook week 3. You've been out there on receivers, out there on tight ends. Is there any guys out there that, you know, you hit them or they hit you and you're like, damn, like I wasn't expecting that. You know, that's like we saw the Jason Kelce hit, you know, you ended up flipping him. Is there anything that kind of took you back at first?
No, not necessarily like running back and tight end wise, but definitely like you said, Kelce. That's one that he just got up on me real quick, and he was rolling too, and so it's like he just hit me real quick. I was like, oh my gosh, like how did he get up here so fast? So other than that, I really haven't experienced anything like that.
I gotta ask too, because first time we had you on was before even like rookie camp and all that good stuff, and I asked, like, you know, what's it been like being in the NFL so far? But now you've actually, like, played games. You've now traveled to a whole nother city. Like, what have the perks been like since you've gone pro, man?
You know, it's awesome. You know, you get a lot of love from the fans. You know, the Detroit fans have been, you know, very grateful, very, you know, appreciative, and, you know, I can't thank them enough for all the support. And so hopefully I just, you know, just keep producing and just keep doing my thing. And so it's just a lot of, like, you know, a lot of love coming in, and I appreciate it all.
For sure. You know, you're obviously a fan favorite. You know, Detroit loves the underdog story, the guy with the chip on his shoulder, and that's who you were brought in here as. Does it? You know, we've seen the Amon-Ra where he can list every single receiver that was drafted in front of him in order. What, do you have any kind of thing like that with your draft class, or are you just, you know, about your business, just going to work?
I'm just about my business, man. I just keep it all in the back, you know, in the rear view, and I just, you know, like I said, just come in every day and just work and just put it in the back and just go out there on Sundays and just show out.
For sure.
He flips the camera. There's like a N'Kobe Dean dartboard.
Yeah. No, and that's when we had you on the first time, we talked about nicknames, and you told us you already had the nicknames, you know, Grande Papi, you had Quadrigas, but the fans and the team settled on Rodrigo, which, you know, might not be the most creative nickname there is, but how have you embraced that? Do you like the other nicknames better? What's going on with the Rodrigo tag?
Honestly, yeah, Rodrigo has kind of just stuck. It's one of those things. AG gave it to me rookie minicamp, and it's kind of stuck, and now everyone kind of just recognizes me as Rodrigo. So I don't know if they know the full last name or if that's my first name now, but hey, Rodrigo sticks.
Yeah, there we go.
Ryan said make sure you give him a shout out for teaching how to brand and stuff like that. He made sure he texted me that this morning.
Boy Ryan, man, he stays on top of it, man. That's my guy.
And then you're doing a signing this weekend at Pro Sports Zone, right?
Yeah, I'm doing it on Friday.
Yes, sir. I'll make sure to come through. We got a shirt for you. And questionable tees, actually. I should have. Is your box unpacked?
Yeah.
We want to show them that. They made a shirt for you, too. We're going to bring up there for you. But, yeah, man, I'm looking forward to getting that to you. Apologize. It puts me on the spot like that. Look, man, you got Rodrigo merch now, man.
Hooked us up with the Rodrigo merch with the 4-4 on the back. So, yeah, we got something to drop off for you, man.
Yeah.
Hey, man, well, I appreciate you joining the show. You got anything else you got going on other than the Pro Sports Zone or anything that people catch you at?
I don't think so. I think I'm kind of just going through the season right now and just doing my thing and kind of just working, man.
When you cracking that Twitch account open?
That Twitch,
Yeah.
Hey, I gotta get through a full season first.
I feel you.
Too busy.
I respect that.
That week is kind of busy, man.
That's for sure. We got a lot going on. We heard Dan Campbell talking about, at the beginning of the year in Hard Knocks, this is the best you guys are going to feel. This is the healthiest you're going to feel. And, you've gone through 3 weeks so far. Is that something that's you've been trying to make sure, I know your brother is the great fitness coach. Probably has you on your P's and Q's, making sure all that goes right. So shout out to Roman. Is that things you do outside of camp, or just making sure you have your same routine going?
Yeah, I kind of got a little routine right now. Like you said, shout out to Roman, bodybuilder. He's got a show coming up in October. So happy for him. He's dope. Looking good. He's looking lean, man. I actually weigh more than him, so that's the first in forever since I've weighed more than him. But no, he's looking good. He's gonna put on a good show. But yeah, it's just one of those things. You just get a routine down. So I got my massages. I got my recovery stuff for my body. But like Campbell said, it's the first the best time you're gonna feel before camp starts. So I definitely feel that, and a lot of guys have said that. So it's just one of those things they just keep preaching. Just get that routine down. What works for you, massages, twice a week, whatever like that. So it's one of those things I kind of bought into, and it's helping a lot.
For sure.
One last thing before I let you go, man. I saw the celly. You know what I'm saying? We got that TFL. You got anything else in the bag, or is that gonna be the trademark there?
Nah, I got some other stuff in the bag. I can't.
Okay.
Surprise, you guys. It's gonna happen at the time. So
yes, sir.
It's just one of those things where I just kind of think of it at the moment. But yeah, I got some more celebrations coming.
There we go. And so, real quick before we get you out of here, do you have any benchmarks on the season that you want to hit in your rookie campaign? Any specific numbers or specific targets you're looking to accomplish?
Yeah, I definitely want to have probably 2 picks by at least week 7 or 8.
There we go.
So it's one of those things. 2 picks, definitely some more TFLs. That'd be a lot too. And just like I said, that's pretty much the only benchmarks I have right now.
For
but
sure.
Other than that, I'm just gonna go out there, wishing to play good. Play good for the team, obviously. And, get more dubs. That's always a plus.
Definitely. And, that's why Detroit loves you. That's why we embrace you so much, man. That workman's mentality, just going out there and getting it every day, every week. And we appreciate you. We appreciate you for joining us, man. We definitely got to do this again. And everybody come check him out at the Pro Sports Zone on Friday.
I appreciate you guys for having me. Next time I have to come in person.
Definitely.
Yes,
sounds
sir.
good, man.
I'm wearing a cowboy hat. You come in person.
Hey, I will bring a cowboy hat.
There we go.
Let's do it.
There we go. All right, you have a good night, man. And for everyone that wasn't checking it out, that was Malcolm Rodriguez, the Lions rookie stud linebacker, joining us for the second time on the Woodward Heavyweights. That's our guy.